Welcome to SFRC Connect 23 GAC51 Human Resource Management. I am Dr.M.S.Yasmeen Beevi, Head and Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, the Standard Fireworks Rajaratnam College for Women, Sivagasi. Course outcome. Summarize the concept and various facets of human resource management. Estimate the human resource for administrating the human elements by job evaluation, managing performance and human resource audit at competitive advantage in global level. Analyze the key issues related to employee engagement regarding HR policies and procedures. Evaluate the compensation performance appraisal of employees and interpret the recent trends in HRM. Design the human resource planning for recruitment, selection, placement and training for retaining suitable human capital. Today we are going to see about job evaluation and its methods. Job evaluation is an orderly and systematic technique of determining the relative worth of the various jobs within the organization so as to develop an equitable wage and salary structure. Job evaluation is an attempt to determine and compare the demands which the normal performance of a particular job makes on normal workers without taking into account the individual abilities or performance of the workers concerned. Methods of job evaluation. Here these methods are classified into two, non-quantitative methods and quantitative methods. Non-quantitative methods. This method is further classified into two, ranking or job comparison method, grading or job classification method. First one, ranking method. In this method, each job as a whole is compared with other jobs. After comparison, all jobs are arranged from the highest to the lowest in order to their importance judged by duties, responsibilities and demands on the job holder. Three techniques can be used for ranking jobs. These techniques are as follows. First one is job description. In this technique, a written job description is prepared for every job. The job descriptions are then studied and analyzed. The difference between them in terms of duties, responsibilities, skill, requirement, etc. is noted. Each job is assigned a rank depending upon its relative significance. Second one, pair comparison. In this technique, each job is paired with every other job in the series. The more difficult job in each pair is identified. Rank is then assigned on the basis of the number of times a job is rated more difficult. Third one is ranking along a number line. In this technique, ranks obtained through job description and paired comparisons are spread along a number line. Each job is then placed along the line on the basis of its closeness to the highest ranked job. Ranking method is appropriate for small organization in which there are few and simple jobs. It is also useful for ranking managerial jobs wherein the work content cannot be measured in quantitative terms. Ranking method can be used as a first step in the initial stages of job evaluation performed. Job classification or grading method. In this method, the procedure is as follows. Job classes or grades are established. A job grade is a group of different jobs of similar difficulty or requiring similar knowledge and skills to perform. Second step, each job grade is defined in the form of a written description. Third step, each job is classified into an appropriate grade depending on how well its characteristics match the grade definitions. For this purpose, job descriptions are carefully analyzed. In this way, a series job grades is developed and a different wage rate is fixed for each job grade. Next, non-quantitative method. Under this quantitative methods, point rating factor comparison. Point rating. In this point method, It is the most widely used method of job evaluation. Under it, jobs are divided into component factors. Points or weights are assigned to each factor depending on the degree of the importance in a particular job. The total points for a job indicate its relative worth or value. The procedure involved in as follows. First one is determine the job to be evaluated. In a large organization, there are several jobs involving different skills, efforts, working conditions, etc. Therefore, a few benchmark or representative jobs are selected from each job category. Select the factors. The selected jobs are analyzed and factors common to all these jobs are identified. The factor chosen for evaluation should be measurable, significant, mutually exclusive and acceptable to both management and workers. Next step, define the factors. The selected factors and sub-factors are defined clearly in writing. This is necessary to ensure that different raters interpret a particular factor in the same way. Next step, determine the degree. Different degrees of each factor are decided and defined clearly. The same number of degrees should be used for each factor so as to ensure consistency. Next step, determine relative value of job factors. The relative value of various factors depends upon their significance to the job. Next step, assign point values to degrees. Point values for different degrees of a factor may be decided on the basis of arithmetic progression. Next step, find point value of the job. The various points assigned to different factors in a job are added up to find out the total points which indicate the relative worth of a job. Last step, assign money values. Once the worth of a job in terms of total points is known, these are connected to money values keeping in view the prevailing wage rates. A standard unit of money may be assigned to each point so as to convert into scores into monetary values. The next type is factor comparison method. Under this method, a few key jobs are selected and compared in terms of common factor. The procedure involved is as follows. Select and define the factors. This is the first step. The factors common to all jobs are selected and defined clearly. Skill, physical and mental effort, responsibility and working conditions are the main factors used. Select key jobs. Key jobs serve as standards against which other jobs can be compared. A key job is one having standardized contents and well accepted paid rate. Key jobs should be a cross section of all jobs in the organization representing at all levels of pay. Third step, rank key jobs by factors. Job descriptions are carefully analyzed and the key jobs are rated in terms of the selected factors. Next step, decide rates for key jobs. A fair and equitable wage rate, hourly and daily, is determined for each key job. Next step, apportion the wage rate. The wage rate for a job is allocated among the identified and ranked factors. The last step is evaluate the remaining jobs. The remaining jobs are compared with the key jobs in terms of each factor. Conclusion. Thus, job evaluation is a systematic process that allows an organization to understand the relative value of each job role. It helps in determining appropriate compensation, creating job description and aiding in performance evaluations. By comparing roles and responsibilities, it ensures equitable pay and fosters a fair work environment. By understanding the concept and purpose of job evaluation, organization can select the appropriate method and establish a thorough evaluation process. Therefore, job evaluation plays a crucial role in the effective management of human resource within an organization. Thank you for visiting this video. We will see in next video. Thank you.